Alright, here we are, first day of the library, opening day, Saturday, September 28th, 2013. Hopefully this place will have a longer life than the original one on 8th and Broadway.
Thank you so much. Please take your seats.
Okay.
Once again, thank you all so much for being here today to celebrate this long-awaited accomplishment. An accomplishment that countless generations of future San Diegans will be able to enjoy. As I look out across this crowd, I feel proud that we have built something that will bring this city together. This state-of-the-art building is a beautiful addition to our city, but its value, of course, goes far beyond its mere appearance. When you walk through the doors of this library, my hope is that every San Diegan will feel right at home. And whether you're there to find a book, or attend a class, or just browse through the exhibits, this is your library. It belongs to you. I am so happy about this day, not only because this library serves as a community unifier, but it also serves as a great equalizer. You know, as the son of a maid and a gardener, I understand that why young people whose parents may not be able to afford the latest in technological gadgets, because of this building will have equal access to whatever their peers at school may have. The teen-only area of the library provides access to iPads and computers, tutoring services, and plenty of resources. Bridging the digital divide will put everyone on an equal playing field, opening the doors to dreams that might not otherwise have been possible in our city. It also means that everyone can enjoy incredible artwork in our art gallery, concerts, performances in the state-of-the-art theater, gorgeous, incredible views of our amazing city. You must check out the People's Penthouse, the reading room on the top. You're going to love it. We built it just for you, San Diego. It would take far too long to list all that our library has to offer, but I hope that you'll make it a point to discover it on your own time. I would ask that when you enter our library, that you read and think about the Maya Angelou quote, chiseled into the front steps every time you enter the library. Maya wrote, "Women, children, men, take it into the palm of your hands, mold it, shape it into your most private need. Sculpt it into your most public self. Lift up your heart. Each new hour holds new chances for a new beginning." I think that's a great message for our city today, ladies and gentlemen.
At a time in our era when a piece of grass smaller than the footprint of this library and a few thousand chairs costs over $1 billion, this building was built for under $200,000. $200 million. All good architects are optimists. And in 30 years, this won't be considered out of date, but just beginning to acquire the dignity of a patina. This phenomenal achievement is in part because of the dedicated efforts of the city construction management team. In the second row here, why don't you guys stand up? They had to put up with us for 30 years. The design team with my partner Art Castro and his Tucker Sadler crew, and the extraordinary talents of Carmen Van and Turner Construction. But most important of all, a savvy mayor and an insightful council recognized this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity and acted when the construction costs were just right, with a little encouragement from Judith and Mel. Despite the risks, Democrats and Republicans came together for our city when it really counted. This was never a normal project for the people working on it. I can remember when I needed some photos of our study model, for instance, at a critical time in the fundraising effort, and we didn't have the money to pay for it. I hired a really wonderful friend of mine, Marshall Harrington. He took the photographs, and when I asked him what his charges would be, what the bill would be at the end of it, he said, "Don't worry about it. It's my library." And that is just an example of the many things that happened throughout the session. When we went to plant the oak tree that you'll see in the center of the courtyard there, the key tree in the entire library, Carmen Van looked at it. She says, "That's the tree?" And I said, "Well, that's all the city budget allowed." And she says, "That won't do. And do you have anything else?" And I happen to have a picture of a 24-foot tall tree. And she says, "That's one." And she was another $8,000 for the tree. She says, "Don't worry about it. I take care of it." Those things just happen on a normal project. This project is a library of the people. It was born in the creative camaraderie of a workshop 17 years ago. Some of you were there. And as far as I know, it's the only civic building in the region that began with the design of hundreds of citizens like you working together. Because of that, it's uniquely San Diegan. And I like to think it reflects who we are as a community. This is one building rich in the pride of community that chooses to respect our own culture, our own history, and our own climate. I don't think you could imagine this building existing in New York or Munich or even Los Angeles. Paul Indris was the brilliant engineer that figured out how to actually design and build that dome. And Paul is here today. Are you here, Paul? Raise your hand. That's a phenomenal structural achievement. And I just learned that that dome won a national award for structural engineering yesterday. This dome above us stands as an icon, a symbol of this city's commitment to literacy and community. And like the human spirits nurtured within, the dome is designed to be in a perpetual act of becoming. It will never look finished or complete. It's intended to stand as a paradox, grand yet accessible, familiar yet unique, comforting yet provocative, permanent yet always kinetic as it reflects the clouds and the sun above us. Thank you very much.